So I identify as a bridge between the writer and the audience. I also feel like a mediator, and I also feel like a translator. So those are the three that those are some of the hats I wear.
That
And
is
as any
awesome.
coach, you got to wear a lot of
Right?
hats, right?
I really liked how you were talking about like round peg and the square, like, and making that fit together. So like I had a ghostwriting client and he's a PhD and he wanted to write a book, but it was for everyday people. He's like, I want to write this for them. And when we were working together, he was starting to get really clinical. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, press pause here.
Take out the
This is
jargon.
not, yeah, I'm like, we're not doing jargon. This is not your research papers that you're used to writing or your grant papers. Like, it's not going to go. And then, like, I was suggesting that we add kind of like stories in there because he had the funniest stories from his personal life that like played into it. And he's like, I can't do that. Like, nobody's going to want to hear that. I'm like, no, they are going to love this story about the llama. Like, we have to have that in the book. Like, this is the best thing ever.
They
And
connect with you. That's how they
yes.
emotionally are invested.
Yeah, so it was just really neat to see that, like in my ghostwriting, of helping to people to have, you know, their voice that matches what they're doing. Kind of like him, right? He needed the voice for, you know, the patient everyday person, and he was trying to use the clinical voice. And there's that mismatch, that miscommunication, that if they picked that book up and they saw that, they're like, oh, I don't want to read this. This is too much.
Yeah. And if you want to put jargon in there, then you have to go into it knowing that your audience is going to be a narrower group of people. In this memoir that I was just talking about with the life story and then the snapshots of anecdotes, it's written by a very brilliant diesel mechanic. And so there's a lot of like, I don't even know what they're called, but types of engines and parts of engines and stories where he like saves the day. And they're really cool stories, but I'm like, okay, the average person isn't going to know, you know, fill in the blank. Like, I always am like, how can you dumb it down? How can you make it more absorbable for the average person? And if you want your audience to be people that are very familiar with John Deere tractors and marine engines, go for it. But if you're trying to appeal to a larger audience, then you just have to put yourself in your audience's shoes.